Hello everyone. So welcome to another one of my Ironman Triathlon videos. I guess video diary would be a better term, I suppose. So this is all the stuff that I have to remember for race day. I'm going to quickly talk you through it, and that's more so that I can figure out if I've forgotten anything. I probably have forgotten lots. If you spot that I've forgotten something apart from my sanity, can you stick it in the comments below and I will endeavour to add that to the list. But I am going to, actually by the time you see this I'll probably have already done the race. So the first section, if you don't know, is the swim. It's an open water swim, so there'll be a wetsuit. Well, I don't think it'll be mandatory, but I suspect almost everyone will be wearing a wetsuit. When you wear your wetsuit, it's important to wear whatever you're going to wear as your kind of base layer for the rest of the day. So if you're going to wear a tri-suit, wear your tri-suit underneath it. But this time I'm not going to do that, because last time I think I spent about 25 minutes in Portaloos trying to get my wetsuit, my tri-suit on and off. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's certainly not a pretty picture. So this time I'm actually just going to wear a split base layer, and on top of that I'll just move on to cycling and running stuff, and we'll see if that makes a difference. So wetsuit, heart rate monitor if you wear one, 2 pairs of goggles. I lost my goggles at the start of the race last time, and a guy gave me a pair, which was amazing. So I'm taking 2 pairs this time. So that's my race pair and that's my spare pair. And I've had these for ages and they're old, and if I don't use them, I can chuck them out. There's usually a big pile of goggles at the start line, so I can just get rid of them. But my friend's coming, so I'll probably pass them to him. And baby oil, that's for that's for making sure I can get the wetsuit on, because it's a neat fit. So cover yourself in that, and then it slides on easy. But there are bits that rub, particularly around the neck. So what you want to have is something like Body Glide, which you can put around your neck, and then that stops any friction and hopefully doesn't give you any kind of abrasions or any redness or pain when you're swimming. It's a bit of a nuisance at the time, but afterwards when you're sweating, it's really horrible. Now, if you wear calf guards or anything like that, I'd suggest you put them on as well. So they're under the wetsuit, and it means you don't have to try and put them on when you've got wet skin at the transition 1. So transition 1 is what happens after the swim. Sorry, my old knees are hurting. So once you come out the swim, you get to the cycle, and at the cycle, you need to have everything you need there. Clearly, that was a bit of a daft sentence, wasn't it? So usually I'll have one of these with some hydration stuff in it, just to give me a quick gulp before I get on the bike. The bike has already got the bottles and things on it. You need your cycling shoes, whatever you're going to wear. These are ancient. You can probably tell how ancient they are. They're filthy. They stink really badly, but they still work. So I wasn't going to go and get a brand new pair. So that's cycling shoes. Talcum powder, which you'll use to put... oh, the socks. I've got the socks in the wrong place. Socks should be over here. So put some talcum powder in your shoes and inside your socks, and then it means you can put them on easily. And also down here is the race belt, which is what will go around your waist with your race number on. That goes facing the back on the bike, and on the when you're on the run, it goes to the front. This is, as it's known in our house, butt cream. So tons of that will go on my cycling chamois. So that's the spongy bit of the bib shorts. And I'll probably, before the race, put some on my my base layer before I get my wetsuit. Anyway, so loads of that on to try and stop any kind of chafing or blisters or anything along those lines, because having a sore backside for the rest of the day is not fun. I'm taking gloves. I don't know if I'll wear them yet. We'll see what the weather's doing, but I do get numb hands on the bike sometimes, so I'll probably wear them. You must have your helmet, and I would recommend some glasses of any kind. These are like the cheapest glasses I've ever owned, but they've been working fine for ages. So I'm just going to keep those, and I'll wear them on the day, and it just keeps bugs and insects and things like that out of your eyes. So when you get into transition 2, that's where you get rid of your bike. I heard a thing today. This one, the Copenhagen one, has what they call a rock star moment, which means instead of having to run with your bike back to the railings and hang your bike up, you actually throw your bike at what's called a bike handler, and these volunteers are amazing. They take your bike and they do that for you, so you don't even have to worry about that. You just run and get your run stuff and put that on. So you chuck all of this stuff into the run bag, you take all the run stuff out, and then you put it on. Of course, you need your shoes. If you're wearing a tri-suit, that might be all you need. But I am not. I'm going to take off my cycling stuff and put on some fresh running stuff, which is this stuff there. Run cap, which I'll run with as well, because I always run with a run cap. And I've got some more chamois cream there, just in case I've got any kind of sore bits that have happened from the ride, and I'll stick that on while I'm getting changed. And another water bottle, which I can just have a quick gulp of before I leave transition 2. Now, I'm going to run with a run pack. A lot of people don't. There is tons of food options on the run. There's lots of drink options and things like that as well, but I'm used to running with the same pack, with the same stuff. I've done it for months and months and months and months, so I'm just going to do it, and it just means that I know what I'm eating and I know what I've got with me, and I can have it whenever I want. I don't have to wait every 5 kilometers. For someone that's slow like me, that might be up to 40 minutes before I get to the next aid station, so I want to be able to have what I want when I want it, so I'll be running with that. And that's probably it for the run section. Just a reminder, take a first aid kit with you, because afterwards there's bits of you hanging off and you need to tape them all back on, potentially. So that's got different kinds of plasters in it, it's got cold gels, warm gels, ibuprofen, things like that. And I'm taking a bunch of highly nutritious foods. Now, I'm usually plant-based. I would say, I'd go so far as to say I'm trying to be vegan best I can, but this has become a bit of a race day tradition. My friend Tash and I have always had Snickers in pretty much any race we've done, so it's nice to have one of them at transition. It's just something a bit different. The rest of the stuff are all vegan-esque, kind of protein bars and fruit bars and things like that. I don't actually know if squares are vegan. I don't know, maybe they are, maybe they're not. But anyway, that's just to carry in my pack. They weigh nothing, and halfway around the race it's quite nice to have something that's a reliable salty hit, although they do have salty foods there. And then this is the zero tabs. It's the little salt tablets, the electrolytes that I'll be having in each of those bottles, and also inside the bladder in the run pack. So there we go. I hope that all makes sense to you, and yeah, wish me luck. That's all the stuff I have to now try and pack in order, and then put them in the right bags once we arrive in Copenhagen. And remember not to put my cycling shoes in the wrong bag or something like that. And we'll see how that goes. So hopefully that is everything. As I said, if you can think of anything that I might have missed, please leave a comment down below, and maybe I'll not forget it next time. All right, thanks. Bye.